So we're going to get started. Hopefully the last few people get here shortly. So the point of today is going to be some preparation and stuff for the AP exam. I understand that not all of you in this classroom will be taking the AP exam. However, we still need to go through these things and make sure that those who are prepared. So today we're going to do a very short demo / practice AP test. When I say short, there's 4 multiple choice questions and 1 free response question on this demo. If you are not taking the AP exam or you're not planning on taking the AP exam, then I have an alternative thing for you to be able to do. For those of you who are planning on taking the AP exam, I'll be having to do a demo that goes through the testing app. All right, so hopefully maybe you've downloaded the AP testing app. If not, we're going to quickly review what you need to do that. And to access the demo. I also do want to mention students at Orange Glen High School and San Pasqual High School that are in this class, I can see whether or not you have access to the app. And if you have essentially signed into it, if you've done the practice demo or the actual full-length practice exam, whether or not you've checked in for your exam and all those things on test day, I can monitor those things for the students at Orange Glen and at San Pasqual High School. Unfortunately, for those of you at Escondido High School, your testing coordinator never approved my access before the deadline, and I have no access to your AP classroom accounts, and so hopefully someone on your school site is communicating to you and making sure that you're doing those things, because no one has communicated to me, and I can't check these things. Everyone else, I can check your status on my dashboard because I have been given access. So I do want to make sure you guys are aware of that. I have no access to your AP classroom accounts if you're at Escondido High School. So I do encourage you to reach out to your testing coordinator, whoever that may be at your school site, or at the very least, reach out to Mr. Jacobs, your interim principal, to check anything having to do with your AP account, your College Board account. So I want to make sure I address that. So first, I'm going to go over what I want you guys to do. If you are planning on taking the AP exam and you want to do the demo that goes through the testing app, if you have a school-provided computer, the app hopefully was pushed out to your computer and you don't have to do anything except find it. So what I suggest you do is go to your search icon, which is like a little magnifying glass in the lower left-hand side of your screen. I will share my screen so I can model this for you guys. All right, so you should have a little search icon. If you're on a Chromebook, I think it's a larger white bar at the bottom with a little magnifying glass. Otherwise, you just find the little magnifying glass near the start menu and type in 2021. Hopefully the first thing that pops up is this 2021 Digital AP Exams app. That is the app that you need to use. If this does not come up for you, then you need to download the app. It is not on your computer. All right. To download the app, you should not need any sort of admin passwords or anything like that. It should just download to your computer, even if it is a school monitored computer. And to do that, you need to get to this page, which I will put the link in our chat. All right, so that link is now in the chat. So if you need to download the testing app, which if you're planning on taking the AP exam, you must have on a computer that you have reliable access to, and that is not an iPad, not a personal owned Chromebook and not a phone. Right? The application, the testing app, will only work on desktops and laptops running Windows 8 or higher, Mac operating system if you're using a Mac, or school managed Chromebooks. Personal Chromebooks will not work. They will not run the app. Right? And so if you need to, you'll do the download for Windows. It will probably sense if you have a Mac and say download for Mac. If you're not sure if you have the app, you can click here and say launch the app and see if it opens. If you have it downloaded, it will open. If not, it will say you don't have it. Right? So make sure you download the application. To confirm that the app is working and that it has downloaded properly, you must sign in using your College Board username and password, which is the same username and password you use to access AP Classroom. If you do not know what that is, you need to reach out to your testing coordinator at your school site, which at Orange Glen High School is Miss Amy Booth, one of our assistant principals. At San Pasquale, oh man, I'm forgetting her name. Let me look up her name. Give me a moment. I can look up the teacher who is your testing coordinator there. It is Miss Franey, I believe, at San Pasquale High School. And again, I do not know who it is at Escondido High School. I believe the best person to contact right now is Mr. Jacobs. All right, and they should be able to help you with your username and password if you do not remember what they are. All right, so bottom line, download the app, log in. Right, once you have logged in, you'll get this screen. It'll say confirm that it's you once you've logged in before. Make sure to hit remember me so you don't have to log in every time you open the app. Right, sometimes the app takes a minute to get running. It always checks for updates before it opens. You'll get this My Exam screen. Today, we'll be looking at practice. There are two practice options. Excuse me. The digital practice, which is a long version of the practice exam. It is almost full length. You need about 2 hours to complete it. Okay? Don't do this one today. You do not have time to do this one today. Right? The app demo is what we want to do today. If you're planning on taking the AP exam, you have access to this app, this is what you should do. Right? We have the AP Stats app demo. This is roughly maybe going to take you about 30 minutes to get through from start to finish. That we have time for today. Right? Your screen, when you get to this practice screen, should say Start Exam Setup. Right? Once you go through the exam setup, you'll get the Check In Now option, and then you'll check in. You go through like the day of, right? The check-in is the 30 minutes before your exam process. The exam setup is the about 3 days out from your exam simulation here. All right. So if you're planning on taking the AP exam, this is what you should do today for your practice. It essentially is giving you an opportunity to experience the leading up to and day of scenario and what that looks like and what it feels like. And then there'll be 4 multiple choice questions. You'll have about 5 minutes to do those. Get a 2-minute break. You get 15 minutes to complete a free response question in the app demo. You will then be able to look at, I think you'll get a link to grading, like rubrics and things on how you should have answered those questions. All right. Is there any questions from those of you who will be using this option today, who are planning on taking the AP exam and should be doing this option today? All right. So then those of you, let's stop sharing my screen here. Those of you who are not planning on taking the AP exam possibly, or you don't have the app downloaded, or you're not on a computer that you will be able to download the app on, or you're not using the computer that you need the app on, the other option for you all today is a practice AP exam that is essentially the same length and type of thing you'll see on the AP exam that lives in Canvas. It is a short exam practice consisting of 4 multiple choice questions and 1 free response question. It is timed. You have 30 minutes in total to complete it. After that, it self-submits. So it's supposed to be a very, as best as I could, simulate the same as the app demo. And I'm going to put that link in our chat here. Those will be there. You can also find this assignment if you just log into Canvas and go into my course and look at the to-do list. It should be there. It says AP exam practice hyphen short. Right. One of these 2 things you should do today. This is your participation essentially for the week. Right. This counts as your class participation. It goes into the grade book. It's graded on being done or not done. It's a complete, incomplete grade. If you try it, you get a check. If you don't, it's marked as incomplete. Okay. Are there any questions? Okay. So Carly, you will get so this is a participation grade, just like kind of like the Desmos activities or Pear Deck things that we've done previously. If you do it, you get full credit. I will be looking through responses and looking at how you guys answered questions and providing kind of general feedback to the class. But I'm not grading it like a test, like I would your free response question self-assessments that I do for the class as assessments. This is more to just get a simulated practice. You're welcome. So yeah, this is very low risk, right? You just want to try, see how you do, see how it feels. I encourage you to try to treat it like a testing environment as best as you can. I know you're at home and you have access to all your notes and things like that, but push yourself, because this is very low risk, to see what it feels like to try to do these questions with scratch paper, pen or pencil, calculator, and the formulas and tables that you are provided on the Canvas version. There's a link to the formulas and tables, and in the AP app demo, you have to click the little resources tab in the top right to get the formula and tables to use. So I encourage you to try to do it that way and see just how it feels. See what that experience is like when you don't have access to all of your resources and you just have the minimum stuff, the things you will be able to use on the AP exam. Right? So we have right about 30 minutes left in class. So I would like you all to begin either of the options that you're doing. If you need to download the app, I understand that's going to take a little bit of time. So I will be giving you timing warnings when there's 10 minutes left in class, when there's 5 minutes left, and then a 1 minute warning to wrap things up, just to help you manage your time. All right. This channel, so to say, will stay open. I will stay here. If you have questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Remember, if you're doing the app demo in the testing app, once it goes into the lockdown browser, you won't be able to get out of it until you finish the exam. I do believe Teams will keep running, so you should be able to hear me, but you won't be able to respond to me. So keep that in mind. If you're running out of time, class is about to end, you need to get to your next class, right? We have short classes today. Go ahead and just click through the end of it so you can exit the testing app and all that fun stuff. All right. So please begin. I'll be able to monitor those of you who are using the Canvas practice tests and some of you who are using the app demo. So I'll give you some timing warnings later on.